Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is August 19th, and I apologize for the last video there. I had a software update on my computer and it muted my microphone. So that is why there was no volume on that one. So let's try again here. It looks like everything is working now. We're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. You've got Alaska up here and Gulf of Alaska. And here's the state of California and there's the Hawaiian Islands. I want you to pay attention to this energy here because this is going to be our next weather maker, and it's going to suppress the temperatures here across some portions of California over the upcoming week here. And we're going to dive into those details as we go through the video. You can actually see some pretty active tropical activity here. We have Tropical Storm Gilma right now out there, but right now no threat to the southwest USA, although the Hawaiian Islands, you could get a visit here from one of these systems here over the next few days. Taking a look at the GFS, this is hot off the presses, the 12Z run, so that's one good thing for that little bit of a snafu as we get to look at the 12Z data. And as you can see, the troughing here is going to carve right down into the state of California, definitely keeping the ridging well off to the east. And there's Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas there, and the troughing just right over the top of California would definitely bring some cooler than normal temperatures. So let's look back and play this back, and you can see where this is coming from. And I showed you that on the mid-level water vapor loop. That's where the energy is right now. So we're getting a little bit of an Alaska Express here as we go through the month of August. Of course, we're not talking about snowfall for the higher terrain or anything like that, but you'll definitely notice it in some of the temperatures as we scroll through the end of the week. Now, thunderstorm outlook for the next few days, not much to talk about. You can kind of see it does not include California the first 2 days. The third day here on Wednesday, you could get some across the higher terrain into some of Southeast California, some of the desert areas. We'll be watching that. We'll take another look at that tomorrow. But look at the cooling trend. Look at Barstow down towards 90 on Saturday. Death Valley from 118 on Tuesday to 101 on Saturday. Bring your jacket. Bit chilly out there. Las Vegas 110 on Tuesday down to 95 on Saturday. That is going to feel quite nice for Las Vegas residents. But yeah, nice cool down. You'll definitely notice it, especially as you go on into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And a thunderstorm outlook, again, this is kind of what the SPC was showing. As we go through Wednesday, there is a little bit more of a surge of moisture that tries to reach in here, but not much to talk about right now. We'll revisit that tomorrow, though, and see what it looks like. And same thing here with the NAM3 cam. This is what the Doppler radar may look like here as we go over the next 60 hours. If we scroll through, you can see most of that thunderstorm activity is across Arizona and Utah, and even that is not much to write home about. And then we scroll on in towards the extended. We go towards Wednesday, and maybe a few showers. You can kind of see that pop up right at the end of the run there across some of Baja and the Peninsular Range there, maybe moving into California a little bit. But now let's take a look at last night's European versus the GFS and just show you some of the model consistency. There's that upper level low swinging through the Pacific Northwest, and then you've got that system dropping down. Pretty good model agreement right now. Confidence is quite high that this trough is on its way down the west coast of North America here. And then that kicks through. And some of the model runs have been showing an interesting cutoff low, trying to entrain some of these tropical systems or some of that moisture northbound, but some models are not showing, some model runs are not showing that at all. This is just purely a fantasy forecast way off into the extended. We have plenty of time to worry about that, and we'll be looking at that daily to see if it starts to trend as more of an option. Now, taking a look at the European as of last night, and again, upper level low kicks through, and you can see the bowling ball here, the polar lobe dropping down across much of California, and you can see that ridge shunted well off to the east here. So yeah, very nice temperatures coming up here as we go on in through the mid and end portion of the week coming up. And I scrolled ahead here till Thursday afternoon and look at some of these temperature anomalies, especially Central California northbound. I mean, look at across some of the Cascades, the Klamath Falls area, Klamath Falls Range, Mount Shasta here, some of the coastal ranges. You're talking about 20, 25 degrees below average for this time of year across some of this area. And how long will that hang out? We don't know, but you can see that it is, pretty substantial there. You're going to notice these changes as we go through the end of the week. So you might want to, if you're going across some of the Sierra Nevada, the Cascade ranges here, or some of the higher terrain out there camping, you're going to feel a little bit of an abnormal chill out there. Let's just put it that way. And the tropical cyclone outlook, we do have that tropical storm Gilma out here, but right now we don't have any threat to the southwest USA, and it could be a threat to the Hawaiian Islands over the next few days as well. Something I'll be watching also. Maybe I should start a Hawaii Weather Watch channel But taking a look here, you can see that Hurricane Gilma probably will be developing here as we go through 5 p.m. Wednesday. Won't stay a hurricane for long by Friday morning. It'll be going to a tropical storm by Saturday morning. And again, no threat to the southwest USA. So here's the 6 to 10 day. You can kind of see the troughing across some of the west coast. Here's this August 24th through 28th. And then the 6 to 10 day precipitation, kind of clipping northern portions there. 8 to 14 day, you can see the heat potentially returning here a bit as we go towards the end of August. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's what the Climate Prediction Center is accounting for right now. But you take that with a grain of salt at that range, and maybe some above average precipitation chances with that. We'll see how that goes. Now, looking at the high resolution rapid refresh, as I scroll through the next 48 hours, you can see we only have one fire really producing a lot of smoke. And we're going to take a look at which fire that is right now. I'm actually not quite sure. I think it might be the coffee pot fire, but you can see it flaring up at times there. So if you are downstream of that, I apologize for that. I know how bad it is to be downstream from some of these forest fires, but relatively speaking, across the region, we are doing pretty good as far as surface smoke is concerned, but we have plenty of time to, we're still right in the middle of fire season. That goes well off into September and October some years as well. And now that could be the coffee pot fire there, but they're not, some of these are not updating in a timely manner. So I don't know exactly which fire was burning there. If you happen to know, leave it in the comments below. And drought monitor, kind of not much has changed for California. A little bit of moderate for Northern California there, and some abnormally dry, but much of the state doing quite well. But anyway, yeah, again, sorry for that technical difficulty there. I'll get this video out as soon as possible. It's about 10 a.m. right now. And yeah, we'll continue to watch this because that's an interesting trough dropping down. There's some interesting signals here for maybe some cutoff flows out in our future. So we'll be watching that and breaking it down daily. So again, thanks for everybody who subscribes and who has checked back on a daily basis and click likes and everything. Again, this channel is not possible without you guys. But otherwise, I hope you guys are having a good day. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.